He's headed for jail because they're finally putting a stop to him. Bad boy for life? More like hide your kids, hide your wife. Because Diddy is in a world of trouble, the lawsuits just keep piling up. Recently, 2 women slapped him with legal actions, accusing him of sexual assault among other serious charges. Then we hear the feds are stepping in, convening a grand jury to hit him with multiple counts of sexual assault. And that's not where it ends. A bunch of ex-bad boy artists are joining forces to take him down too. They're gearing up for a class action lawsuit. Folks, Diddy's empire is crumbling. Soon he'll be behind bars and broke. A boy for life. We've got it on good authority from 2 insiders that potential witnesses are already being roped in by federal investigators for a grand jury testimony. Man, the dirt on Diddy just keeps mounting. Despite all this, not a single soul has stepped up to defend his character. Remember how celebrities rushed to R. Kelly's defense? Well, with Diddy, all we get is silence. Except for Stevie J and a few paid voices. But wait, there's more. He's been hit with even more lawsuits in just the past fortnight. Right after footage surfaced of him getting physical with Cassie, 2 additional women have come forward suing him for sexual assault. One accuser, Crystal McKinn, alleges that in 2003 Diddy forced her under duress to perform oral sex after plying her with alcohol and possibly spiked marijuana. Reports claim she passed out and woke up alone, realizing the horror of what happened, though it's still murky if there were more assaults. In her legal claim, McKinn recounts meeting Diddy at a men's fashion week event at Cipriani, then heading to his studio where the night took a dark turn. She describes how they started with drinks and joints, but the potent weed made her feel detached from reality, suspecting it was lace. Diddy then coerced her into the bathroom and assaulted her. Post-assault, McKinn claims her modeling career tanked, spiraling her into such deep depression she attempted suicide in 2004. Just days after McKinn's Bombshell, April Lamprose came forward with her own chilling experiences dating from the mid-90s to early 2000s during her internship at Arista Records, where Diddy was a top exec. Lamprose alleges multiple instances of sexual assault, battery, and severe emotional distress caused by Diddy, which led to substantial physical and psychological damage. Adding to her ordeal, Lamprose was horrified to learn that Diddy had secretly filmed one of their encounters and showed it around. And the legal battles don't stop there. CNN reports that federal prosecutors are now poised to bring these accusers before a grand jury as they contemplate a full-blown indictment against Diddy. If these civil complainants are called to testify, it marks a massive escalation in the federal scrutiny of Diddy's actions. But brace yourselves, there's even more legal drama brewing. Word has it that several former bad boy artists are ready to launch a class action suit against Diddy, accusing him of everything from exploitation to outright abuse. Tanya Blunn, a former hopeful of Bad Boy, has come out with damning accusations against Diddy, alleging he deliberately derailed her career out of spite. Her claims are corroborated by documents and insider accounts, pointing to a disturbing pattern where artists under Diddy's label emerge, with hits only to mysteriously disappear from the music scene. The intense pressure and manipulative tactics reportedly led many to leave the music business for good. Blunn, alongside others like Mays, has now exposed the grim reality of signing with Bad Boy, highlighting a toxic environment fueled by Diddy's harsh demands and questionable ethics. Back in '96, Tanya Blunn inked a deal with Bad Boy Records. At the time, it looked like her ticket to the big leagues. Diddy had grand plans for her, setting the stage with top-notch producers and songwriters, all ready to craft an album under the Bad Boy emblem. Diddy was all in, personally overseeing the production. But the initial buzz quickly fizzled out as Diddy's focus shifted. Gradually, he paid less and less attention until her project vanished from his priorities. Tanya opened up in an interview with the Washington Post, detailing how Diddy completely abandoned her project, letting it stagnate for months, then years. As she described it, there are only so many times that you can update a song. The dreams of '96 clashed with the cruel realities of the music biz and Diddy's shifting focus, trapping Tanya in a maddening limbo. But here's where it gets even more twisted. Diddy had Tanya cooped up in the studio, churning out track after track, fully aware that none of it was destined for release. She was forced to record 50 to 60 tracks, none of which resonated with her, only for Diddy to spitefully scrap the album. It was an utter disaster. She reached her breaking point. The album she had poured her heart into was discarded like old news. The disappointment was suffocating. Overwhelmed and ignored, Tanya felt trapped with no escape. She tried to end her life, grateful today that she survived to share her ordeal. She recounted the struggle, saying how critical it was for her livelihood and her family's welfare at that time. "It was so tough, it shattered me," she admitted, after being put on a 72-hour psychiatric hold at a Dallas hospital due to an overdose. She decided enough was enough. By the early 2000s, Tanya was unceremoniously dropped by Bad Boy, without her album ever hitting the shelves. The fallout left her so disillusioned that she withdrew from music for a staggering 15 years. But in 2016 she made a comeback, this time alongside her husband, reinvigorated and ready to make music on her own terms. Unsurprisingly, she's now suing Diddy. Tanya's tale isn't an isolated incident. It echoes across Bad Boy's history. Take Craig Mack, poised to be a breakout star before even Biggie came into the picture. His career got sidelined as well. Diddy pushed him into a collaboration on the Flavor in Your Ear remix with Biggie, a pairing neither artist wanted due to their mutual disdain. Yet Diddy insisted for the sake of boosting Biggie's profile. Craig felt exploited, a mere pawn in Diddy's strategic game. Reflecting on it, Craig said, "It was just politics. Puff made me do it. I wasn't feeling it." Things went downhill when Craig decided to change managers to someone he thought would better represent his interests. Diddy disapproved and demanded he fire the new manager. Craig refused, standing his ground, but that defiance cost him his spot at Bad Boy. His career took a nosedive, and tragically, Craig passed away in 2018. His estate is also involved in the lawsuit, holding Diddy accountable for his manipulative tactics. But Craig and Tanya are just the tip of the iceberg. The list of disgruntled artists includes Maze, who openly criticizes Diddy, and others like Aubrey O'Day, members of Danity Kane, the girl group Total, and more. They're rumored to be rallying others, including Shine and Biggie's estate, to join the lawsuit, though Shine, now a politician in Belize, hesitates to re-enter the fray. With the grand jury and class action looming, the public is on edge. Fans speculate that no matter how many times Diddy tries to rebrand, from Bad Boy to Love Records, or settle with former artists, it won't erase the decades of controversy. The patience for Diddy's antics has worn thin. His past actions, shadowed by power and money, are finally catching up to him. Rumors persist that he was involved in the most notorious murders in hip-hop and never compensated his artists adequately, letting Shine take the fall and serving over a decade behind bars. The narrative of Diddy as the untouchable mogul is crumbling. So, what do you all think? Is karma finally catching up with Diddy? Do you believe he's truly going down this time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't miss the next video.